Today I'm talking about The Single Feather with Sal, and you've recently read the novel, haven't you?
Yes, I read it a bit back in time now, and well, pretty much as it came out, and I just found it fantastic. It was absolutely brilliant, and so I'm now reading it again.
And well, when you're reading it on the bus, and
yeah, I was. I was reading it on the bus, and I was obviously going somewhere, and I was so engrossed in the ending of the book that I missed my bus stop, and I had to go on and come round and come back again. So
yeah, I've heard so many stories like that. I think because the clues are littered throughout the novel, so as you're approaching the final chapters, the tempo increases, making it impossible to put down.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I've also noticed is how the novel appeals to all age groups.
Yeah, I'm sure that would be the case because it's got lots of young characters in it. I have to admit that most of the people I know are of a certain age, but I can well see it would appeal to all ages. Yeah. It's a universal subject, really, isn't it?
Very much so, yes. And your book group is reading The Single Feather.
Yeah, I enjoyed it so much that I recommended it to the group, and they decided to go with it. So that's why I'm reading it again, actually, so to kind of refresh myself.
And do you think it's a good book group kind of novel?
Oh, definitely, because there's so many issues in it, aren't there? Obviously there's disability issues, but everybody has an issue, and very few of us share them easily, and it's finding a way of getting alongside people.
And you mentioned disabilities there, and Rachel, the main character, she has a serious disability. What did you think about seeing a character, the protagonist, as somebody disabled?
I thought it was brilliant. Basically we don't hear enough about life from that perspective, I don't wish to be patronising, but it's very difficult if you don't have problems like that to really identify with how you can imagine, but it's not necessarily what's the case, So I think especially using terminology and things like that, and even that varies, I suspect, between disabled people, so it's quite difficult to get the right track,
And if somebody, we're talking about Single Feather today, and if somebody is watching this film and wondering, they're hovering over the click button, wondering whether to buy The Single Feather, what would you say to them?
I'd definitely say go for it. I've recommended it to loads of friends, and they've all been, all different people, and they've all been really thrilled with it. Yeah, definitely go for it.
That's excellent. And so today we've been talking about The Single Feather, which is out now. It's available on Amazon as a paperback and on Kindle. It's available direct from the publishers, Pilrig Press. It's also on iTunes and from all good bookshops. So we just got to say thank you to Sal now, and thank you to you for watching.